And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Disney's Snow White remake has been a complete disaster at the box office. But who's responsible? Jonah Platt, son of producer Marc Platt, had some strong words for the film's star Rachel Zegler, blaming her public comments for tanking the movie. He later deleted the post, but not before it went viral. Was he speaking the truth? Or was this just another Hollywood meltdown? Snow White had all the ingredients for a major hit. Rachel Zegler is the lead, Gal Gadot is the evil queen, and Disney backing it. But with a massive $270 million budget, it opened at just $42.2 million domestically. A weak debut for such a high-profile film. Then came the second weekend, and things got even worse. In its second weekend, Snow White completely collapsed, dropping a brutal 66% and pulling in only $14.2 million. That's a devastating fall. And to make matters worse, it was overtaken by Jason Statham's A Working Man, which debuted at $15.2 million and claimed the #1 spot. As of now, Snow White has only made $56.3 million domestically and $100.2 million worldwide. With a production budget of over $270 million, this movie is officially a financial disaster for Disney. Jonah Platt didn't hold back in a now deleted Instagram comment. Responding to a post, he wrote, "Yeah, my dad, the producer of an enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie, for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for." He continued, "This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office." He then took it even further. "Free speech does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions. Tens of thousands of people worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires at the risk of all of her colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on that movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged." Perhaps harsh words, right? But is he wrong? On one hand, Jonah makes a valid argument. When you're the face of a massive studio film, you're not just acting, you're representing the movie. Zegler signed a multi-million-dollar contract, and part of the job is to sell the film to audiences. If her public statements alienated people, that could have played a role in the movie's failure. But here's the other side. No one actor is responsible for a film's success or failure. Snow White was already facing backlash over its creative choices, marketing missteps, and overall direction. If audiences truly wanted to see the film, they would have, regardless of what Zegler said online. Also, let's talk about Jonah's tone. Calling Zegler's action immature and narcissistic feels more personal than professional. And let's not forget, he's the producer's son. His dad had a financial stake in this movie, so of course he's going to deflect blame elsewhere. The question is, would he have spoken out this way if the film had been a hit? Jonah Platt's rant has reignited the debate about whether actors should keep their personal opinions separate from their work. Was he justified in calling Zegler out? Or was this an unfair attack? And more importantly, was Snow White doomed no matter what? I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments, was Jonah Platt right or did he go too far? And don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns for the biggest stories in Hollywood. See you next time.